So for those who've been living under a rock, today it was officially revealed that Grand Theft Auto 6 will retail for $80 at the base version, with the Ultimate Edition costing $100. And there will be no disc version. There will be physicals, but it just comes with a digital code. Basically what Nintendo's doing, which before I even go into my whole spiel, friendly reminder, Nintendo caused all of this. Whether you want to talk about the $80 edition of games being the norm or the digital code inside the box. And that new Mario Kart sucks. So before I get into what I have to say, I just want to make it very clear. This is not 100% Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive's fault. Let's not take our neck off Nintendo's Android device. The Switch too. That being said, like I said, there will be no disc in the box. They claim it's because they don't want the game to leak early. I think it's more about control. I think that's bullshit, and I think people are gonna buy that. Because here's the thing, right? Regardless if this game does leak early or not, people are gonna buy it regardless. Because, I mean, I'm seeing it on the internet right now. People are like, I don't care, you don't got $100, you broke. People are ready to buy this. Also, that $100 edition will include content locked behind a paywall. Apparently there will be certain stores and like auto shops that are locked behind that paywall. They're saying they're like variants or something like that. So basically the full game does cost $100. I'm letting it be known right now, I'm not paying that $100, mainly because I get the argument some people have. Yo, shout out to Dubs with the sub, appreciate it. I get the argument some people have. Even I think I even seen Siggy talk about it. That like they're gonna get a lot of value out of the game, but it's the principle of the matter. And also, to be fair, I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of value. Personally, me, not you, before you get your panties in a bunch. I know because of my experience with Grand Theft Auto, I will not be playing this game 8 years from now, like Siggy said. I'll be playing this game for a year at most. I'll probably beat the story, maybe play a little bit of the online and then go about my day. So like for the people, to be fair, to the people who feel like $100 is not a big deal because you're going to be playing the game for the next 10 years, I have two things. A, I halfway understand that. But on the flip side, I gotta give some pushback. Friendly reminder, guys, we have not seen any gameplay. So you're going under the assumption that you're gonna play it for the next 10 years. What if, I'm just putting this in the air. I'm not, because I don't want my words getting twisted. I'm not saying this is gonna happen. But what if this game is ass? Just, what if it was? You're assuming you're gonna play it for 10 years. I want you to think about how rare Grand Theft Auto 5 is. Because friendly reminder, 4 didn't do that, 3 didn't do that, and most of y'all never even played Grand Theft Auto 1 or 2. So they're locking the content behind the $100 edition. I'm letting it be known right now, I'm getting the $80 edition. I'm not buying the $100. And you know what's crazy? I think I would be cool with this move if the game was $70 and then the Ultimate Edition with the extra content was $80. I think I'd be okay with that. But the 100, here's the problem. For the people who feel, even let's say you do get 10 years.
Games are still just worth $60.
Let's say you do get 10 years of, God damn it, who dropped the super chat? I'm on a roll right now, nigga. Yo, shout out to Debo with the super chat, appreciate it. Let's say you do get 10 years a gameplay out of this. Let me give you some more food for thought. Even if that's genuinely how you feel, because reality is that's how you feel. We haven't seen any gameplay. You don't know. You haven't touched the game. Even if that's how you feel, I got to give some pushback and ask, at what point do we look at the bigger picture? Because if this was Ubisoft, if it was EA, if it was any other company, I do feel like we would be going. I do feel like this is the ultimate test. I know some people thought I was going to sit on this stream and go on a crazy rant, but I've been doing this. I mean, my pedigree speaks for itself. I've been doing this since the early NBA 2K days when VC was first introduced in 2K13. And I said, hey, this is a test. It's up to you whether or not you want to pass that test. Because I do predict if the majority of the sales for Grand Theft Auto 6 are that $100 edition, we will see more $100 games. Because the reality is the full complete game is $100. I've seen a lot of corporate dick riding on the timeline. Oh, they're just hiding some clothing stores and some custom cars behind it. I'd argue that's what makes it bad. Oh, wait. That's what makes it bad. Because here's some food for thought. That content is already done. That content is already on disc. They're just pulling it back and charging you more for it. So I'll say this. For the sake of my mental health and everybody else's in their wallets. Wait, what disc exactly? I really do hope this is a best case scenario where people get 100 years of content out of this. I hope that you guys do get 10 years of gameplay out of this, because then it'll be like, okay, I don't like it, but I can halfway justify it. It's just, I gotta say, we're really rolling the dice on this one. We have not seen the gameplay. We don't know if this is going to be a 10-year game. What if, here's another thing, right? What if this game launches and it's a decent game, but it launches in a broken state? What if this game launches and it's unoptimized dog shit? Frame rates dropping, glitches and bugs, people falling through the goddamn map. What if? There's no way to tell. That's why it's such a big risk. Frames dropping in the story mode. So that's all I gotta say. I know some people thought I was gonna sit on this stream and be like, I've been preaching about this shit, bruh. I do feel like we're at a crossroads. And let me add this too. I do find it very fascinating that just yesterday, everybody and their mama was on the internet saying, I ain't paying $1,000 for a console. Gaming is becoming too expensive, it's inaccessible. That was the argument, right? But 24 hours, less than 24 hours, 12 hours later, that argument went out the door when Grand Theft Auto showed its ass. So then my question becomes to the audience, are we upset that gaming is not accessible, or are we not? Which one is it? Are we picking in? This is why I said, if Ubisoft had did this, if EA would have did this, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, walking contradictions. So for the sake of everybody's mental health, because this is going to fuck up the game. Companies are going to try to do this for every game, $100. I hope that this game delivers. I hope that this game is the greatest game of all time. I'm putting it into the air because one thing, let's get one thing for sure. I don't want this game to fail. Some people think that I like just hate this shit. Nah, when I talk about Grand Theft Auto, I'm talking about economics and how it could fuck everything up, bro. $20 for the finished launch content. The DLC is about to be $80 a pop. Watch. I don't think there will be DLC after what happened with Grand Theft Auto 5. Why continue to produce story-driven DLC when you can just drop shark cards, you know? People are gonna eat that shit up. Chat want this game to fail. Yeah, but this chat is an echo chamber. I do feel like if you watch this stream, you're a little bit more conscious of how things work in terms of the industry and economics. So like, I get why some of you people feel the way that you do, but I mean, if we look at the timeline, I will say this. I was more shocked by the response to this. I feel like, at least from what I saw on my timeline, I feel like the response to this pricing is straight down the middle. I thought most people were gonna be like, man, I can't wait to pay this $100. I'm genuinely surprised it's a 50-50. And it's a very strong 50-50. I see a lot of people who just straight up fucking hate it and they're arguing. And I see people who are just like, you're broke, I love it. This is going to be a very divisive game, bruh. We're just smarter, it is what it is. What'd you link right here? Yeah, same. So I will say, for the simple fact that I'm seeing 50-50 response down the timeline, it does give me hope that maybe people will wake up and realize your only goal as a consumer is to get the best deal possible. I don't understand why some of you are okay with one company fucking you over, but not the other one. I said, I think Steam, Valve is one of the best gaming companies in the industry. But I said on the stream right here, and I said, nope, I don't play favorites. I'm not buying that fucking Steam machine. It's too rich for my blood. Not for what it's giving. If it was a high-end machine, maybe that would make more sense, but no, fuck them. I'm not doing that shit. I don't understand why it's so hard to criticize things that you like. I'd argue it proves you love something more if you're willing to criticize it.
Let's not forget that this is the second game Take-Two Interactive.
It's like the people that say like, oh, if you don't like America, just leave. No, I'd argue I'm more of a patriot because I'm willing to criticize my government. That's the point of the fucking First Amendment. You don't like it, just leave. Shut your bitch ass up, bruh. I'm complaining because I want things to get better and I want better for you. I just need you to want better for yourself. What the fuck did you link? This isn't some run-of-the-mill gaming company or franchise. We know what the fuck the gameplay is. This game is essentially $100 to access everything in the story. My friend group told me it's GTA 6. Why would you want a refund? If the game don't work, day bug glitches. Yeah. Day one, and then there ain't no PC version, so if there is bugs and glitches day one, you won't be able to refund it like on Steam. On console, you'll be stuck with that shit, bro. Or how about it the situation where day one it runs decent, but it only runs decent on the PS5 Pro? That I feel like that's more likely, because I'm gonna give Rockstar the benefit of the doubt. They are a good developer, but if there is a version that's more likely to be fucked up, it's the base PS5 and the Xbox Series S. What if the best version is on the PS5 Pro and most people got a PS5? Are you cool with that? You gonna be stuck with that $100 that you spent? I can't wait for GTA 6 to release and Onimusha Fanny Blaze Zero to be better. I just personally think in a year where there's like 40 games dropping in September, there's like 1,000 games dropping between August and November, just quality games. In my humble opinion, this game is not that important. So if it doesn't stick its landing, don't be afraid to exercise your right to not purchase something. Wolverine, Phantom Blade Zero, Marvel Token, Avatar, freaking Star Wars Racing, Control. I'm forgetting shit. I'm Plague's Tale off the top. I'm just saying stuff off the top of my. There's so many good. Like if this was another year where there wasn't as many games, I would halfway understand it. But there's so many great games, bruh. At least half your chat will have Barbie when GTA 6 is. This motherfucker Siggy just yapping, bruh. Silent Hill, Onimusha, Fables like right next year. Shout out to Strider EX with the $10 super chat. This whole GTA 6 situation got me getting Cyberpunk launch flashbacks. Rockstar still refusing to show actual captured gameplay running. Hey, you know what? I didn't even think of that. Shout out to Strider with the super chat. Let's talk about that. That is a valid point. Any other game that's this close to launch that has not shown gameplay, it would be, I wouldn't say a red flag, but it would be a yellow flag. If this game is so great, it's worth $100, you could at least show it. Shout out to Stay Frosty with the sub. If this was a Ubisoft game, they'd be like, man, this shit trash. That's why they ain't showing shit, bro. Probably tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Okay. Can we make it an orange flag? That's one of the giant red flags in the gaming industry when they hold reviews the day before the damn game come out. I'm not saying they'll do this, but the fact we haven't seen any gameplay is kind of strange. They're not going to show it yet till they get their paycheck tomorrow. That's why. Oh, they need them pre-orders. So on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of excited you are for this game, how excited are you? Is this still a day one? Be honest. I don't really care. Are you going to buy the $100 edition? Let me know. Press 1 in the chat if you're buying the $100 edition. Three, -10, 0. I want Fable. Fuck this game. God damn. I see overwhelmingly most people are not that excited, but I'm not. Although I do appreciate everybody answering, I do feel like this chat is more biased. Like I said, if you watch a stream like this, you're probably more informed than the average person. So you're probably gonna have some level of self-control. One thing I will say that I don't like about this conversation, and no shade to the creator that responded. I don't know who this person is, like the Lupa dude who responded to me. He's like, be for real, you still gonna buy that shit? No, I'm not. One of the things that I hate about this conversation is people are afraid to fucking stand for anything. Like, yo, you won't even stand up against a fucking video game? Are we being for real? No, it's not that hard for me not to buy a $100 edition. I've refunded games on this stream plenty of fucking times on stream. There have been plenty of games that people asked me to play that people were super interested or were popular at that time. Shit, Fortnite was one of them. I could have probably grew a lot if I played Fortnite during its peak. I just didn't really play it. Niggas with no financial literacy buying everything, calling the ones with self-control broke. So no, I don't see a reason. I don't see enough value in that $100 edition for me to buy it. I'll buy the $80 edition. We'll talk about it on the podcast. If I like it enough, maybe I'll continue to play the online, but like, I'm not the biggest Grand Theft Auto fan. It's just another game to me. Yeah, and I got a big backlog, so I'm not really tripping off of it. Imagine playing Elden Ring and not being able to enter certain dungeons with loot because you didn't buy the Ultimate Edition. Pretty much. Shout out to John and Space Cowboy with the super chat. CBH not interested, will get some point, but the hype died for the game a year and a half ago. They putting us against Ubisoft. What to say? Y'all see these two companies ripping you off and say, but this one is ripping me off less, but that's why gaming's in the state it is, because y'all have no backbone. Literally what I said. Far Cry. They tried to do this $100 edition. Hey, at least, hey, and here's the funny part. I can't believe I'm saying this about Ubisoft. At least with their $100 edition, it came with the DLC. Like DLC that wasn't finished, just adding to the story. With GTA 6, they're charging you $100 for some shit that's already done. It's cosmetics. They're taking it out of the game and charging you for it. We used to get mad about this. You remember when it was, what was it, Street Fighter Cross Tekken? When they found the characters on the disc and then all you had to do was unlock it by paying. We used to get mad about this shit. What happened? At least with this shit, I can't believe I'm saying it, at least you get the DLC. I think what would justify this price is if they said, hey, we got story expansions coming down the line, but they're not complete because they're gonna add 10, 20, 30 hours of gameplay to it. Then I'd be like, all right, that makes sense. It's coming with the season pass. It's adding value. With cosmetics, some extra rims on the car, a t-shirt, guys, I promise you that t-shirt is not worth it, man. And again, there's no online at launch. That's the thing these niggas are still currently playing. Yeah, this is for the story. They gonna milk you for that online too. Spend $100 on GTA, but Fable looking like that one. Fable is. Shout out to Space Cowboy. Do you remember the Battlefield Premium Edition used to come with all the DLCs? Look how far we've fallen. Ding, 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 ding. $80 worth of Ubisoft stock might put you on the board and 50% on it. You're not wrong, Siggy. They fucking suck, bro. They fucking suck. So yeah, we got the $80 and the $100 edition. But let's see what they say in this press release. Oh wait, I gotta do my shit. GTA news. All I'm gonna say before I read the rest of this shit is, if you feel like, because I'm not here to say if you feel like that $100 edition is not providing you enough value, then just don't buy it. It's really that simple. I'm not gonna sit here praying you, because I feel like I've been saying this. This has nothing to do with Grand Theft Auto for the people who are just coming into the stream. I've been preaching the same shit for the last 15, almost 20 years now. At this point, I do feel like I'm speaking to a fucking wall, but I'm gonna say my piece and go about it. It is what this is one of those cases where I hope that I end up being wrong, but I feel like I know what's gonna happen. Yo, shout out to Monkey King with the super chat. Shout out to everybody showing love. Shout out to everybody showing love. What we about to hit right here? No, I don't want to do that one. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Rockstar Games' publishing label of Take-Two Interactive is excited to announce that pre-orders for Grand Theft Auto 6 will begin on June 25th, 2026 at midnight local time. Launching November 19, 2026 for the PS5 computer entertainment system and the Xbox Series S games entertainment system for $80, Grand Theft Auto 6 features a single-player experience set in the biggest, most immersive evolution of the series yet. GTA 6 Ultimate Edition amplifies this experience with an exclusive collection of premium vehicles, weapons, apparel, and action threaded across all aspects of Jason and Lucia's story, and will be available for a small fee of $100. All GTA 6 pre-orders and purchases before November 20th, 2026 will include the Vintage Vice City Pack, a collection of items that flash back to when the neon burned brightest, alongside a free month of GTA Plus for digital pre-orders. Guys, this is shit they took out the game. Oh, thank God, a free month of GTA Plus. I want you guys to know before I read any further, this is a trap. They want, because I guarantee you, I bet $5 in order to get access to this free month of GTA Plus, you're gonna have to put your debit or credit card info in, and then it's in hopes that you forget that you put your credit card in so they can charge you the next month. This is a fucking trap. It's a setup. This is a known play in the industry, every industry. But anyways, for digital pre-orders, which will be the best way to get the most out of the ever-evolving world of GTA Online, and instantly redeemable so that players can jump into GTA 6 and other classic Rockstar, or GTA 5 and other classic Rockstar titles as part of the GTA Plus games library. So they're gonna give it to you right away. They trying to get you hooked on them shark cards in GTA 5 before 6 comes out. Shout out to Fallout Nuke with the sub super chat, appreciate it. Players who pre-order digital versions of GTA 6 will be able to begin preloading on November 12, 2026 to ensure they're able to play at launch on November 19, 2026. The physical version of Grand Theft Auto 6 containing a digital code inside the box will be available starting November 12, 2026 to support preloading. The irony of this fucking statement, the physical version of GTA 6 containing a digital code inside the box. Then it's not physical, nigga. That was a corporate software blow to tell you that there is no physical edition. GTA 6 will be available on the PlayStation Store, Microsoft Store, Rockstar Game Store, and global retailers and storefronts. Grand Theft Auto 6 is not yet rated. It'll be rated M. Further details can be found at rockstargames.com/shix, nigga. It could have been an email code. Could have been an email code. So that's all the details you got. What else do we have on this shit? So here's what actually comes with the $100 edition of it. Oh, here we go. Let's do it again. All right, so with the $100, you're going to get access to the mod shop, Ride Out Customs, transform vanilla vehicles into magnificent works of art with detailed interiors, exquisite rims, and donk styling. Only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. That's nasty. The fact they even put that sentence in there, only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. Because friendly reminder, not only is this store locked behind the Ultimate Edition, you also have to use the money that you earned in the game to get it, but you have to pay for the access, whatever. You also get access to Sarah's Unisex Salon. Get signature salon styles for both Jason and Lucia, including facial hair for Jason and makeup and nails for Lucia. Once again, only open for business in the Ultimate Edition. You're also going to get access to Stock 305. Style various unique and exclusive looks for Jason and Lucia at Stockyard's premier destination for elevated streetwear. Once again, only open for business in the $100 edition. Then there's the Electric Fang Tattoo, Stockyard's most iconic ink bar with over 50 signature tattoos for both Jason and Lucia, all designed by the artist collective Fail. Only open for business, once again, in the $100 edition. Then there's One-Eyed Willie's. This mod shop is in Lake Lanita, specializes in off-road modifications and hand-painted automobile artistry. Only open for business in the $100 edition. Then there's the Classic Car Collection. Track down a variety of abandoned classic and in-work progress project cars and revitalize them to their former glory in their special commission from eccentric collector and local fixer Wyman. Wow. 50 tattoos. Wow. So wait, are they locking the customization strictly behind it? So it's only certain customizations. Just for clarification, I'm not trying to spread misinformation. They're just taking a portion of the game and they're locking it behind the $100 edition. But you will be able to change your hairstyle and your clothes in the freebie shops. I think where this becomes problematic is it's not just they're taking finished content. Because you know how I know that it's finished? If you can read, they're telling you right here. There's going to be over 50 signature tattoos. This content is done, guys. They're taking it off the fucking disc. So it's not that they're just locking finished content behind an extra paywall. It's also the fact that I think the most problematic thing will be, what's the quality of this content? Is this better than the base stuff? Because if all the cool shit is behind the $100 edition, then it's a fair argument that this game costs $100. Because if I pay $80 for the game and it's full of bullshit, it's gonna piss me off. I'm not gonna lie. Freaking I'm gonna be real with you. We don't care. Purchase locked in. We know you don't care, nigga. Your name is Nino Brown. You sell drugs to the fucking community. We know you don't care, nigga. You named yourself after Nino Brown. We know you don't have a moral compass. Shout out to Shamar with the super chat. Appreciate it. That was a very YouTube comment. We know with a name like that, you don't have a moral compass. This nigga said, drug dealer's my favorite hero. What else does we got for you? Oh, let me turn this shit off. Turn this other shit up. So we got other GTA 6 related news. Shout out to Detroit Hero with the sub. Appreciate it. GTA 6 is officially a single player experience with online feature unknown. There were some people spreading information right here, but this is just so we're clear, because I saw this floating around. Some people were saying they're going to charge for the online, like another $70 or something like that. That has not been confirmed. So for the sake of not spreading misinformation, just know if you heard that, that's not confirmed. Does that mean it won't happen? I don't know. But that's not true as far as I know, to be fair to Rockstar. Let me ask y'all a question for a second, though. If they charged another $80 for the online component, would that be the thing that says, you know what, fuck Rockstar? Would that be the thing, or are you still buying it? I'm curious. I want to see what the chat says. Is World War Rockstar? Burn it all down. Yep, I'm out. That's criminal. I don't know, man. They kind of quiet about this online. They haven't said nothing about it. Absolutely not. All right, that's cool to see, because the chat is like 50-50, but at bare minimum, I'm glad to hear y'all got a backbone about that at least. The fact you even asking that is nasty, but the fact that I even have to ask that's the fucking problem. Do y'all see? That's the problem. Like, I seen a tweet on the timeline that went viral that said, niggas who spend thousands of dollars on VC and 2K every year are complaining about $100 version of GTA 6. And I almost quote tweeted it, but I was like, I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't want these niggas in my mentions. But I almost quote tweeted and said, nigga, what if both of them are the problem? What if, wait for it, guys. What if two things can be true? The 2K nigga is the problem and the GTA. Mind blowing, right? Mind blowing shit. Two things can be true. It's all problematic and it all contributes to the issue. And just some food for thought. I understand people love this shit, right? But in this economy right now, we don't know where the world is going. Do we really want to pay more for less? Because that's what we're doing. Wages are not going up. Your government is wilding. I just don't understand why people are excited to pay more for less. But just to be fair to Rockstar, this has not been confirmed. I just wanted to gauge how people felt if it does come true. But this has not been confirmed, so don't be spreading that around if you read that. Don't want a cop because there's no psychical edition. Shout out to FBA Gamer with the $10 super chat. I almost don't want a cop because there's no physical edition. That's about control. They want to control it, which is going to hurt game preservation. And it's going to allow them to, with no physical version, it's going to allow them to control everything in a sense that, like, let's say you wanted to buy a used copy. You don't want to pay $80 for it or $100, and you want to go on eBay or GameStop or wherever or buy it from a friend for $40. You can no longer do that. That's why there's no physical version. And they can also pull it off your hard drive at any point too. That's why that shit is problematic. Yeah, no sharing. It gives less control to the consumer, and you should never advocate for that. So what's your prediction on pre-order sales? Oh, this game is going to break records. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to break records. You can't borrow your friend's copy like we... Yeah, you can't even borrow a copy. That's crazy. That is a valid point. Yo, shout out to It's Just Different with the super chat. Okay, Rockstar Games finally answered some burning questions about the November release of GTA 6's retail price, special edition bonuses, and preloading details on Wednesday ahead of the game's pre-orders going live on June 25th. Rockstar also made one thing explicitly clear in its latest rounds of updates: GTA 6 is a single-player experience. That detail is included in the game's description on PlayStation.com and Xbox. After detailing one of the pre-order bonuses for GTA 6, a free month of GTA Plus and Rockstar subscription. Is that what just read? Receive a month of GTA Plus with your pre-order. Must be redeemed within 180 days after placing your pre-order. That's nasty. Subscription redemption is not available to child accounts with restrictions on age-restricted content. You will receive a pop-up notification on your console when your GTA Plus subscription month is available to redeem. Open the store, select your profile icon in the top left corner, and select offers and credits to find and redeem this offer. Limited to 1 redemption per a platform account. GTA 6 is a single-player experience. So yeah, it will not be launching with online. So let's take a guess. Yeah, no T Grizzly server at launch. Oh man. How long do y'all think before GTA Online will launch after GTA 6? Do you think it'll still launch in 2026, or will they wait till 2027 to launch it? 2-3 months. Oh, and here's another question. How long are you willing to wait for GTA Online before you no longer care? Like, how long is too long? Because I do feel like it could piss some people off where they just don't care after 2 months. I don't care now. Chill. We stopped caring in GTA 5. 5 months is fair. I say 6 months max. Like, there's going to be people who are going to play regardless, just to be fair. There's going to be that hardcore fan base. But I do feel like there's a certain segment of gamers that are like, all right, bro, I waited 6 months. There's other games coming out, like Fable. Fable's coming out at the top of the year, bro. I do think Fable can eat into this game's launch a little bit. Not all of it, but it could. I think 2 to 3 months like GTA 6. So I do think they have to be wary. You don't want to give people blue balls, because I think people are already annoyed we haven't seen any gameplay. They're asking for all this money. They've delayed this game 50, 100 million, 11 times. And then the online's not going to be there day one, because let's keep it a buck. Motherfuckers been waiting for GTA Online like they was waiting for Streamer U auditions, man. They think, a lot of people think Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to say, it's gonna change their life. People think that 2014, 2015, 2016 YouTube is coming back. That's one of the main reasons why this shit is really so popular. People think they about to make it out their mama basement, gang banging online and uploading to YouTube. And some people will. Most of you won't. But some people will. It's gonna be, I will say, if you are in that boat, I would not get your hopes up too much. Because to be fair, when GTA 5 Online came out, one of the reasons why everybody blew up is because it was new. The same reason that when Fortnite first came out, it was new. Now, I'd argue there are established players in the GTA community. These niggas role play every day. They don't get out of character to the point where I think they should go to acting school or something and actually become an actor. But that's beside the point. Now there are actual established role players. I could argue the online community is going to be gatekept in terms of popularity and being able to rise. There's going to be some new faces. There will be. There's always going to be some new faces. But it's going to be like the NBA draft. Only so many people can get through. You see what I'm saying? Versus like the floodgate opened when it first came out. And that's why I said I wouldn't bank on that too much. Because the reality is once somebody gets popular and they have a strong fan base, why would that person that's a fan of that person watch you over them unless you really do something that's just outstanding and different? Just some food for thought. And then also you got to take into consideration Grand Theft Auto is such a global IP that is going to attract people that don't even necessarily make gaming content that are also popular. They're going to hop into the lane too, and it's going to become even more crowded, to the point where I'd actually argue it might be a good strategy if you want to make gaming content. You should cover Grand Theft Auto because it's going to help everybody grow a little bit. But once you get tired of it, don't be afraid to pivot to another game, because I'd argue there's going to be less competition on other games because everybody's going to be so busy trying to virtually gangbang on the T Grizzly server. Who's going to cover Fable? Who's going to cover Marvel Token? Who's going to cover XYZ? You see what I'm saying? You could be a small fish in a big pond, or you can be a big fish in a small pond. Just some food for thought. Washed up athletes and rappers. You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. That shit about the launch mad people's careers, I don't know if I agree with that. It'll make some people popular, but I don't know about careers, because that's a different skill set in itself. You never put people on. Hey, you're right. I never put people on. I never gave no advice. What else I got for you? Sony wants you to know GTA 6 will be best on the PS5. Sony has released a blog post detailing the PS5 features that will work with GTA 6, and it claims the game will play best on the PS5. Thanks to this close partnership between Sony and Rockstar Games, Grand Theft Auto 6 will play best on PS5 by taking advantage of the PS5's immersive features to deliver a deeply engaging single-player experience when it launches on November 19th. The DualSense wireless controllers will be reacting to your actions, apparently with haptic feedback, vibrations, and adaptive triggers, providing dynamic resistance. Ooh, when you on a T Grizzly server, it's really gonna feel like you popping motherfuckers. Ooh, oh boy. The post also highlights the controller integrated speakers, which adds another dimension to key moments and interactions. So you get to hear people's nasty music over the fucking mic when the online launches, just like 2K. The PS5's SSD offers near instant load times as well, apparently. That's cool. We love that. But there's no actual declaration that GTA 6 runs better on the PS5 from a performance point of view. Instead, this seems to be a gambit to convince waves of gamers that the PS5 is the best choice for GTA 6's release, a game that is sure to push a staggering number of people towards the medium. Sony is clearly hoping that GTA 6 will be a hardware seller as well as a software seller. It is interesting that there's no mention of the PS5 Pro. The only reference made to it is in the PlayStation Store listing for GTA 6, which includes the label PS5 Pro Enhanced, but it doesn't stipulate how it's enhanced. Otherwise, all technical pros mentioned are present on the base PS5, and all the GTA 6 gameplay we've seen so far has been captured on the base PS5 too. It's a strange omission. We can only assume GTA 6 will be enhanced on the PS5 Pro, but we contacted Sony for clarification. They took down some promos. I'm curious to see, is GTA 6 supposed to run on the Xbox Series X? If that shit run on the Xbox Series X, that shit gonna be very dry. That shit gonna be hella blurry, bro. What gameplay? The in-game footage, I guess. Translating your base PS5 is enough. Pretty much. I thought this meme was fucking funny. When you ask Rockstar fans why GTA 6 costs $80 and it comes with a code instead of a disc. Leave the multi-billion-dollar company alone. That ain't no. This deadass what some of y'all niggas sound like. I love my billion-dollar corporation. I love Elon. I love Jeff Bezos. Niggas wouldn't piss on you if you was on fucking fire, bruh. CEO of Rockstar's a god. The fact that they have to make games on the Xbox Series, does that affect the production of games? Absolutely, because that's the lowest common denominator. You got to make sure that the game is able to run on it. That's spot on. These niggas, just yesterday, they said, oh no, gaming is becoming inaccessible. It's only for the rich. The Steam machine is too expensive. Today, Rockstar said $100 for content locked behind a paywall that should be on the disc in the first place. Oh yeah, you don't get a disc. Hey, whoa! Watch it. Don't say that about my favorite corporation. Niggas is full of fucking shit, bro. Right? Is that shit funny? Is that shit funny? Then we got that shit right there. So, yeah, that's my take on Grand Theft Auto 6. If you're just coming into the stream, shout out to the 1100 we got in the YouTube chat. If you're just coming through to the stream, I'll summarize up how I feel if you missed the rant. It wasn't even really a rant. My take is, I knew this shit was gonna happen. I told y'all niggas. They are locking finished content behind the $100 edition. They admitted it in the fucking press release. If you don't like what you see, I'm not gonna sit here and wag my finger, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm old at this point. I don't even care. But I will say, if you don't like what you're seeing, just don't support it. And if you're still interested in it, just get the $80 edition, man. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the $80. I'm not buying that $100 edition, bro. And I pray, I will say this much, because people gonna do what the fuck they want to do. I pray to Jesus, Allah, Zeus, Kratos, Buddha, and everybody else in between that the highest selling version of this game is not the $100 edition. I pray it's the $80 edition. Because if the best selling version of this game is the $100 edition, rising tides raise all ships. And I'll say all this before I wrap everything up. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Because I've been preaching this group economic shit. I'll say all this. 10 years from now, 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, when we sitting on this stream, Because I will still be here, nigga. It's me. We on year 18. Come on now. I proven it. 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, when every game is $100 and $150, I'm be like, what y'all want me to do? You remember back in 2026? This is a canon event. You remember back in 2026 when y'all said it wasn't that big of a deal? Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna cure cancer. Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna get me my first piece of pussy. Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna get me my first car, get me off the bus. Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna make me a pilot. Grand Theft Auto 6 this, Grand Theft Auto 6 that. Remember when you put all your hopes and dreams in that one goddamn product and it just turned out to be an 8 out of 10? Like, I told y'all, listen, if you don't like what you see, vote with your wallet. Oh shit. Yeah, you get what you deserve. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all right now. This is where I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna tell you right now. Them niggas at, yeah, clip this shit. Them niggas at Ubisoft. No, not Ubisoft. Them niggas suck. Them niggas at Activision. Like at Call of Duty. The 2K team, which is under Take-Two Interactive. Them niggas at Madden. Them niggas at FIFA. All the worst live, them niggas at Fortnite. The worst live service game you could fucking think of. Them gacha games. Them niggas at Genshin Impact. They watching this shit with binoculars. And they got their notepad out and they say, huh. So they don't mind $100. And then somebody in the boardroom is gonna say one day, what if we charged $100 for a Genshin Impact character pack? And there's only a guarantee of one rare and a bunch of commons, but you'll never know what rare it is. They're gonna have to buy it all. And look, I got gray in my beard right now. At this point in the timeline, my beard gonna be completely gray. If I'm lucky enough, I'll be married and I'll have a chance to have sex and maybe have kids if I get lucky enough. Gonna have little rugrats running around and shit. Daddy, are we gonna get Grand Theft Auto 6? We're too poor, man. I can't. Shit's $200. Shit's gonna be $200. Can't afford it, man. Can't afford it. I don't support greed. I don't support greed either. Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. So that's my tangent. That's my tangent on Grand Theft Auto 6. Do what you want with that information. I do my best to sit on this stream and try to educate people and preach that, you know, if we stick together, we're stronger together. But you have to decide to do your part. It's easy. I understand it's hard, but also understand it's easy to just roll over and be like, well, everybody else got to do it. I'm not.